Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon. May I speak with Ms Portia Mittons?
This is she.
Hey, how's everything going with you?
Oh, things are great. Cannot complain. And yourself?
We are good. I'm trying to nurse Mia back to health.
Oh my goodness, I know.
Is she lying on you or what?
No, she actually sick. She got a sinus infection. So
Those.
yeah, we were praying that it wasn't COVID. So
Yeah, so
we
we'll take it.
we blessed with that
Well,
one.
praise God it wasn't the COVID.
Yes, honey.
Okay, but yeah, we do appreciate you spending this time with us. We're going to conduct a little short interview with you, like I said, because I know some dope people, and
That's right.
I just want to try to give flowers when I can.
Well, I appreciate that. Because, I wouldn't just be out here just doing what I can.
Hey, it's
hoping it works.
Hoping it works. There you go.
it's enough because we most definitely see you. Okay, well, I'm going to kind of do a brief introduction. If there's anything that you want to chime in on, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let the people know that we are interviewing Ms Portia Mittons. She is a graduate of the University of Illinois. She is the owner of the Coffee Pot in Sumter, Oregon, and Legit Trapping. I don't want to pigeonhole Legit Trapping because I know of the clothing line, and I know you did a symposium, but is there any other aspects to Legit Trapping?
Well, see, there's a event space, there's like the social activism part of Legit Trapping, because it's all about getting people legit. So there's a lot of social activism behind it too. Word.
Okay, I got you. Like I said, I know the clothes and everything because I was rocking my shirt yesterday. You should see how
Appreciate you.
no problem. You should see how the people be looking at me on the streets.
Oh, believe me, I know, because when I'm in Walmart.
Yeah, she is also the co-chair of the Cannabis Business Association of Illinois Minority Access Committee. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then this one I'm gonna put a little bravado on it because she is also the first Black woman in the country to be a retail cannabis dispensary license holder and a transport license holder in 2 different states.
Boom.
Correct.
That's right. Black history. That's right.
When I get a bigger budget, I'm gonna add hand claps and stuff. So
I might be like the only woman, like, period.
Hey,
it might just be African American.
Hey, well, the first woman.
That's right. Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna say the first person. Okay, so you guys recently just got the transport license?
Yes, so we recently got the transport and dispensary license. And then we got a notification last week that we are in the running to get a cultivation license.
Okay, awesome. Okay, which gets to my next question, because I've been hearing social equity. Could you educate me on that a little bit and why that isn't important?
Right, so, social equity, to me, right? This is Portia speaking about how she feels about social equity. I feel like when if you come and you stole $5 from me, you framed me. Now, let's say you stole $5 from my cousin.
Okay.
But you framed me and said I did it, and then I had to go to jail for the $5. But you actually took it the whole time. And then you took that $5 and you invested it and you flipped it. And the time I spent in prison, you took that $5 and turned it into $1,000. And then I get out. And then we both going for the same position. I don't have education. I don't have any money. I've been locked up. I might not have a home because I lost all of that while I was locked up. Even though you took my money to begin with, and you blew it up, and you have a home, you have a car, you have the education, so who's going to get the job?
That other person. I got you.
Social equity, to me, is, since you stole my money in the first place, you owe me everything that you earned when I was gone.
That's right.
I got you.
And you don't just owe me my $5. You owe me my $5 and the interest.
Understood. 'Cause, yeah.
So social equity is all of this was taken unjustly. So if you intentionally came and took this stuff and then benefited off of it, you need to intentionally bring it back and the stuff that you got off of it.
Boom.
That's a great metaphor.
Understood. Because yeah, a lot of these politicians have been so against marijuana, but they were the first ones to resign to get into the space.
Right.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Is it too late to get into the game?
No, it's not too late at all. Especially when we're talking about social equity as well. Like, some people are working towards peddler's licenses, which would be to allow, the street homie to get in under. So, like, he can keep doing what he's doing. He just now has to get a license and pay taxes on it.
Okay.
I got you.
I would love, to me, that's part of social equity.
I got you. I appreciate.
So it's not too late also, because there are a lot of states that aren't legal yet. So that means all the states that aren't legal, there's still the chance to get in. There's still chances for employment. There's chances for investment. If you want to take that risk, you can take money out of your 401k or whatever, or refinance your house and invest in either someone that has a license or create an ancillary business that can support the cannabis space, because it's still a lot of room for growth because it's not federal yet.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Okay. My next question is, give me a rundown of how you ended up in Sumter, Oregon.
How did you get to Oregon?
Of all places.
Right.
Of all, listen, Oregon was never even on my list of business. You had your vacation list. I want to go Vegas. I want to go to Miami. Oregon was not even on the list. So I'll try to give the shortest version that I can.
Okay, no worries. Take your time.
Is,
preach, sister.
A friend of my father's he lived next door to my dad, in the 70s, in the 80s. He actually held me as an infant, when they brought me home from the hospital. Actually, my parents were in college, but the first time they brought me to Kankakee, he held me as a baby, an infant.
Okay.
He went to prison in Oregon for weed.
Wow.
And then when he got out, it was legal. And he was like, what the hell? I just said, which goes back to the social equity. For real. So anyway, so he got out, he became a medical grower. So in Oregon, even with a felony or having a drug charge, you could be a medical grower.
Okay.
So he was a medical grower, and he felt like more black people need to get into the space because, Oregon is 4% minority. Not just black, minority across the board.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was like, man, more black people to get in. And at the same time, he happened to be looking for my father on Facebook. And he looked up Mittons, which, I have a very uncommon last name. So it brought me up, me and my siblings. And he remembered, I think Steve had a girl named Portia. So he hits me up and he was like, hey, do you know Steve Mittons? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, how familiar are you with him? I'm like, pretty familiar. He's like, also, you're the oldest girl. And Johnny being from Kankakee, it's certain things that you know about Kankakee. And if you're not from here, you're not going to know about it.
Exactly.
So he starts mentioning the things that lets me know that he's from here.
Oh, yeah.
He brought up my auntie, because don't nobody know my auntie by that name unless you're from here. He's like, your auntie is too, right? I'm like, yeah, okay. And he knew Reverend Barnes, and okay. So he checked out on the Kankakee meter.
Yeah, you gotta give him the quiz.
That's right.
Exactly. So what do you get at Poor Boys? What's your go-to Poor Boys meal?
Hey.
And so when he checked out, he was like, you should come out here and check it out. Like, you should just come. And I'm like, I don't have $300,000 over there. He's like, just come. Just come and just like put it in your spirit. Put it into your mind. Put it into your energy. Put it into your stratosphere, into your world. And, you know, I do things like that before, but that really like clicked with me. Like, that was the first time where somebody encouraged me to take it and just put it in you. Just get this thought, come get these visions, come look at it and put it in you and see what comes from that. So I went out there and we went to dispensaries from the north side, from the north to the south, the east to the west. And he took me past different spots, and he lived in LeGrand, which is close to Sumter. So he told me about Sumter. We didn't go, but he told me about it. And then I came back home. That was like in April of 2016. I came back home, was working my regular job. I'm like, okay, this is great. You know, I'll put it inside of me. I'll let it marinate or whatever, but we'll see. You know, because I'm trying to move out here.
It's like,
my thing, I had a great job. You know, I had the dog shampoo going. I had a great job. I was living the life. I'm at Lollapalooza on stage.
Oh, God.
I'm living the life, you know. And Oregon was like not part of that.
Right.
So I worked. So fast forward to October, October 2016, and he calls me and he says, "Hey, there's this family that wants to invest in a dispensary in Sumter, but they need some money to cross the finish line, and it's a couple other issues they're having with like zoning, and they might not vote it in, and blah blah blah." He was like, you know, is this something that you or someone you know would be interested in? And I was like, well, how much do they need? And he told me how much they needed. And true story, like, my job had given me a severance. I was saving for a home, and I happened to have like the cash they needed. And so I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm thinking about doing this thing. I said, I need to know, if it fails, can I sleep on your couch? I'm not made to be homeless. Like, I can be broke. Now, I can even be ugly. I don't care. I can be dumb. I can't be homeless. I'm not made for that lifestyle.
Nah.
Homeless in jail, I ain't made for it.
Not at all.
So I was like, I need to know I can lay my head somewhere. If I lose it all, because I'm putting it all on the line. And she was like, yeah. She was like, matter of fact, you can have a whole bedroom. I was like, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Right.
Shout out to the moms.
Right, shout out to moms.
Yes.
You know, it's important to be there for your kids, no matter what age.
Yeah.
Because that was like just the push I needed for me to just, you know, go out there and do it. And so I called him back and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. True story. I was like, I told him, I said, it's Friday, I ain't got no job. You know,
let's do it.
My mama said she got my back. I mean, hey, I'm gonna try it.
Hey, what else you need?
So, the rest, I guess they say, is history.
Understood. How long did you stay out there?
3.5 years. It was supposed to be. It was Gilligan's Island.
Bless your heart.
It was Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I went out there. It was supposed to be a 3-hour tour, and it was supposed to be 14 days. I packed 14 days of clothes. Actually 17, because you know how us women are.
Yep.
And I was supposed to help set up, get things going, and come back home. And I got out there, and I met my partners, and I met the people that they had wanted to work, and I was like, I'll leave these folks with my money. I ain't gonna never see it.
Never again.
I ain't gonna never see it. I got intuition. I got this Holy Spirit in me, and it told me, Portia, don't leave your money out here with these folks. So I literally mailed my keys home, like in the mail. Like, Lord, don't let them get lost.
Right.
Mailed my keys home, had them go get my car from the airport. A friend of mine went to my house, FaceTime, he went through my closet, and they shipped me some more clothes.
Wow.
And I ended up living in a one-room cabin.
Whoa.
That is a story. That's a story. Wow, man.
So
when I tell y'all that struggle was real on the Oregon Trail, all of those things. Because my dispensary is literally on the Oregon Trail. like if you look on the map of the Oregon Trail, it's on there.
On the Oregon Trail.
Oh my God! So
that's crazy.
Glad no smallpox. You didn't lose any oxen.
I didn't lose no oxen. No oxen. I didn't catch dysentery.
Right. That is wild.
Very cool. So your initial, so you were supposed to be out there for 14 to 17 days. What was your parents' reaction when they found out that you were going to have to stay out there?
Right.
They were just like, "You sure?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like you can't come home?" Like my mom was like, "Well, what you gonna do with your condo?" Because I had a condo. I had a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I had like 3 balconies.
Wow.
You know, vaulted ceilings. Exposed big wall. Had a whole room that was a closet.
Oh man. Oh
and
my God.
She was like, "What you gonna do with your condo?" I was like, "Well, I'm gonna keep it till I figure out exactly what I'm going to do." Because at that point, I was still in denial. Like I was like, maybe an extra month. You know, I was in denial. Like I can come back. You know?
Oh my God.
I can make this work. I can be like a month. You know, and
then I go home.
No, that didn't happen.
No, that's
so they were just like, you know, my dad was like, "Got a gun?"
Right.
Most definitely.
Yes.
He wanted to know if I had a gun, and my mom was like, "Well, where you gonna live? What are you gonna eat?" My car was still here. She's like, "What you gonna drive?" And I was like, "I'm trying to figure all these things out. I don't know."
That sounds like a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
She sent me some snow pants. She's like, "Is it cold up there?" She mailed me some snow pants.
Oh man, yeah. She gonna most definitely hold you down.
That's a mama.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when that realization hit you that you in this for the long run, what was some of the things that you had to have from back home? What was something that you could not leave back in Illinois?
Mild sauce. I had a friend mail me a gallon of mild sauce. I got pictures to prove it.
Yeah, because I hear about
and
people
shout out to
like
the
that.
whole team. Because listen, I love Johnny. Let me publicly thank you again for the cheese grits.
Hey.
From Georgia. Because let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know nothing else about people from Kankakee, they will hold you down on the food tip.
Yes.
They will take care of you. So I had somebody send me some mild sauce. DJ, I don't know if you remember Benita Jones.
Yeah.
She was a year younger than us. She sent me Fruities.
Okay.
And Grandma Chews. And my mom was just like sending my favorite snacks like ramen noodles and stuff. Brandon Williams, he sent me a snack box of like our chips and like the Lay's chips and all kind of different snacks.
Yeah.
He sent me a whole box of stuff. So
yeah,
I didn't even ask. Like people was just like sending me food.
Because they know. Because we one thing about us, we are food snobs. We like seasoning.
Yes, we are.
And we go everywhere else and complain about the food.
Yes, exactly.
I literally go buy me like 3 or 4 packs of Scott Peterson Polar sauce because they have no idea what that is down here.
They don't know.
Yes. That is amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, Fruities, Grandma Chews, love those things. And they took care of me. So I had my mild sauce and I had my Chews. Oh, my lemon Archway cookies. DJ sent me some of those too.
Yeah. How close was the nearest Walmart or the nearest? Where'd you go to get your supplies?
So the nearest like grocery store, the nearest town was 28 miles, Baker City.
Man.
Down the mountain. Like down, I don't mean a mountain, like because we're about a mile high. So like if you come to the Sumter, you'll be in the Mile High Club. So it was like 28 miles down the mountain. We had it was, what do they call it? It was 2 grocery stores. Bi-Mart was like the Walmart version ish. And then the 2 grocery stores. But the closest Walmart was the Grand, which was like an hour away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
one direction. And then if I went to Ontario, that was about an hour and 15. But here was the cool thing about where I lived. I lived near the 45th parallel.
Mm-hmm.
So I could actually get 25 hours in my day. Because I could go, because I was right where the time switch was. So if I went to Ontario, I would gain an hour.
Oh, wow.
So I could go to Walmart, do my stuff, gain an hour, and then come back and it'd be the same time.
Gotcha.
Yes, man. You gotta take the perks because that 28 miles is rough.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So, being like, I'm pretty sure you were like the only chocolate chip there.
Yeah.
She was a little chocolate chip. Yeah.
How were you? How was the reception of the natives?
It was great, actually. People actually went out of their way to make me feel more comfortable.
Okay.
And a lot of people were genuinely interested. You know, like if they would ask to touch my hair, it wasn't a like kind of pet you thing. It was really like they had never seen a person. I met a guy who was 76 who had never met a black person.
Wow.
Because he lived up in the mountains. He sort of stayed up there. He would come down and go to the grocery store or whatever. And Baker didn't have a lot of black people, so if he didn't really, and I'm sure if he saw him, he didn't like sit and talk with them, you know. So I was like the first black person he had actually talked with in his life.
Wow.
And we're in the 2000s.
Yeah.
We're in the 2010s.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Changing people's
Yeah.
lives.
I was very well receptive. I mean, I used to play music, you know, in like Twister and twerk music, and I used to set little snacks out like the Fruities, and they had never had that before. So like they loved it. Like the people, the town people would come just to like come see like my head wraps and be like, so what's this head wrap?
Installing a little flavor. Installing a little flavor. Hey, it's all right.
You know, on Juneteenth I had stuff out, and then like Black History Month I had little, you know, facts.
Educating.
Hey, if we don't teach them, some people won't know.
They will never know.
They will never know. Like my partners at the time, like didn't know who Malcolm X was.
Oh. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's deep. That's very deep.
What's her name? The one who led all the slaves freedom. I'm having a brain fart.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
There you go. I got you, girl. They're not
like
taught
didn't
that.
know. Like didn't know who that was.
That's wild.
So, but I know very well received. I am still friendly and friends with a lot of the people there. I still chit chat with them on the phone, on Facebook. Great relationships. I got some really good relationships out there.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, that's super dope. That's super dope.
Is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legit trapping. Where'd that name come from, and also what inspired you to branch out into to fashion?
Okay, so the name came from Big Boy Outcast had posted a picture of me, and he said it was a picture of me. I was wearing his Trap House sweatshirt, and I was somebody taking a picture of me, and I was taking weed out of the container and putting it into another container, and he posted it. He was in Oregon at the time at the concert, and he posted the picture on Instagram and said "legal trapping" with my girl Portia Mittons, and so I'm like, legal is cool, but it ain't quite. So what happened was I found out that Illinois was about to go legal recreationally January 1st of 2019. And so I said to myself, I'm like, you know what? I saw like different ads for different events that people were doing about like getting into the cannabis industry, learning about cannabis. And I realized a lot of the people weren't in the cannabis space. No shade. But, you know, if I'm the only one of the few black women, you're not in it. You're not in it. You don't know what you don't know. It's just, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Right.
And so I'm like, how can you teach what you don't know? Like, this is what I said to myself. Talking to myself here.
So I said to myself, I said self.
Right, like self. how's they teaching how to run dispensary? They don't have dispensary, so. And so I said, you know what? Let me give back. Let me try to do something, or at least let me be a support, as best I can to my people.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, let me put together something to maybe help people who want to get into the cannabis space.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to figure out a name, because you got to have a name for the event.
Okay.
And I'm like, what do I want it to be? And so I think I just happened to be scrolling on Instagram, or maybe it was a memory, but that picture popped up with that tagline.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, legal ain't quite it.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be more, more us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not anti any other group of people, but, I know the Black experience. I live the Black experience. I am the Black experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I wanted something that spoke to my experience in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And then legit came to mind, because you got Twister, right?
Yeah.
Legit Ballers. Speeding Out Monsters. Because, he's from this area.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I like legit trapping. So I ran across a couple of people. One of my mentors, he's a marketing guy, and he gave me his input. A couple of my friends gave me their input, and everybody told me don't do it, because they were like, it's not mainstream. And I was like, that's the point.
That's the goal.
Exactly.
That's the goal.
Like that's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Cannabis isn't mainstream.
Right.
I'm not mainstream. A Black woman in cannabis, I am not mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe what makes all of us special is that it's only us. Like, we're it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, it's one Johnny Payton. Is it Jarmea?
Jarmea.
Yeah.
Jarmea.
Yes.
It's only one Jarmea. Like, that's
right.
what makes us us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that we are who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kept legit trapping. Like, I wanted to make a point. Like, this is who I am. That I'm going to remain this person in no matter what space I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you and you and you and you to be comfortable when you come into this space.
Mm-hmm.
Being
Exactly.
who you are, legitimate. Be true to you.
Exactly. If I want
And
to,
then
if
the
I
other part came from, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm saying if I want to wear a hoodie to a meeting, that
That's
ain't
what
got
I'm-
nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Exactly. I
That's
stay
where
in the
I'm
hair
comfortable.
before I put my hair on.
That's right.
Before I even got into cannabis, and I was working in the nonprofit space, which was like sort of corporate,
Mm-hmm.
I threw my suits away. Well, I gave them away, should I say,
Mm-hmm.
about 1 year into the job.
Mm-hmm.
Because I decided, like, that ain't me.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I look weird because I'm tiny. So I'm wearing these adult clothes in this kid body. The little commercials, like, I look like that. It wasn't cute. It was not cute. And I was like, this isn't me.
Mm-hmm.
And I want people, when I walk into the room, I want people to be like, she doesn't look exactly like us, but she does such a great job, we can't deny it. And then when they see other people that look like me or don't look like them,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, well, the other girl did a good job, maybe this one will.
Mm-hmm.
So legit trapping came from a desire to, one, make Black people feel comfortable in the cannabis space,
Mm-hmm.
to shake up the cannabis space and make them respect it. Like, the one that really like solidified it for me was my father. When I asked my dad what is the name of it, and I think I posted this before, he said, well, Google wasn't Google until it was Google. He said, make them respect the name.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
that's where it came from.
Yeah.
I wanted to take what's, looked down upon, not considered the norm, and y'all gonna respect it though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. No choice. And again, it's super dope.
That's right.
Yeah. And then the fashion came from, as with most things in my life, like, I get in these, God tricks me, right? God, because God knows how to deal with each and every one of us.
That's right.
And what he has to do. He know I am not very compliant.
Mm-hmm.
I think things slip through. If you give me too much time, I come up with 50 million reasons as to why I should and shouldn't. So he just got to trick me into certain situations and be like, ha, you stuck. So
I love that.
It always worked out though. But what happened was, I did the legit trapping event, the one, and then I did a second one, and I wanted the second one. I wanted people to know who my workers were.
Okay.
So I wanted them to have shirts. And then one of my friends, he does patches and stuff, and he kept telling me like, "This is a dope brand. You need to do something with this brand." And I'm like, yeah. He's like, "You need to do something." Like, I will. So he hits me up one day. He text messages me this logo, legit trapping, with these ugly colors. And he said, "I'm placing your order by 5 o'clock. If you don't pick your colors, these gonna be your colors."
He forced you in.
Peer pressure.
He forced my hand. So I picked the colors, and then I made the shirts for my volunteers, because it was like a sort of a thank you gift for them too, because it's the felt letters.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then people wanted to buy them at the event.
Right.
My friend was right. Like, they do like it. So I was like, "Well, like, are these for sale?" And I was like, "They will be."
Eventually.
Stay tuned.
So then I started selling them, and then again, God is so amazing. Fashion has always been one of my passions in life, and I forgot about it. Getting into the corporate arena and selling weed and being the first, and I got caught up, and not caught up. I just forgot about like what makes Portia. And fashion is one of those things. Like I mentioned before, I had a whole room that was a closet. You know those circle racks that they got at the store? I got like 3 of those.
Oh, Portia.
Hey, don't give her no ideas. Stop talking. We're not doing that here.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
No, it does not.
Nipsey said, "Don't get you a man that tell you to stop buying shoes." He said, "Get you a man that's gonna build you a bigger closet."
Yeah.
That's what Nipsey said.
Oh man.
But fashion is my thing. Like, that's my love. That's what I truly. When they ask you, what would you do for free? That's what I would do for free.
Yeah.
So legit trapping opened that back up for me.
Beautiful.
Wow.
It started off with the t-shirts, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I got the hats, and now I'm doing the tank tops. I just left one of my business partners, and we're working on jackets. And I'm getting back into fashion. So
that's great.
Hey.
That's really who I am.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather do that than sell weed.
Okay, they go hand in hand.
They will.
They
They cross paths.
Right. Yeah. So that's how legit trapping sort of came to be.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna veer off into to your parents a little bit, because like I said, we are parents of 2 little brown children, and we're trying to install just an inner hustle in them, because everything is so different now. The world is so different. So I want to know what did your parents say to you early that still stick with you to this day? Your mother and your father.
One thing my parents did, my mom used to color the kids black in the books. Because, there's a lot of white, kids back when we were in the 80s.
Yeah.
She used to color the kids. And I remember my parents and grandparents were always very, like, just be proud of who you are. So we used to go to the African Fest. I remember my dad taking me to meet Sister Soldier when I was like 11.
Wow.
I remember him taking me to meet Jesse Jackson, taking me to Operation Push meetings. They used to buy me this calendar that was 365 black, and they had pictures of black women with quotes, and then every day of the year was a black fact, like about Africans or black or whatever. And it was always about just never being ashamed of who you are and who your people are and where you come from. That was just like the general consensus of my life. is no one is better than you. You're no better than them, but they're no better than you.
Understood.
You come from strong people. Teaching me my history, teaching me all 4 stanzas of the Black National Anthem.
Yes.
Instilling pride, self-pride in Portia, the individual, and then Portia, the Black woman.
That's great.
Yeah, they did that.
That's really great. Like I said, your parents are your first superheroes.
That's right.
So, however they start you off, that's generally how you gonna finish.
That's right.
I remember my dad. My dad was the first person to have a Saab back in the 90s. And I remember that he has a red Saab. And I remember him driving around. He had this thing of Africa hanging in the rearview mirror and had the red, black, and green. And he used to go to Dairy Queen and get ice cream. And he'd drive around in his Saab, knowing, it's red too, so it's sticking out. So we driving around with the windows down, sunroof. 92, we got a sunroof. Listen to James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud.
Hey.
And
I remember that. Like, we pulling up at the, how it is, you got a nice car and you pull up at the stoplight.
Oh man, the big block cell phone.
Right. Exactly.
You got the brick.
Those kinds of things really just help me just knowing that I'm enough. My parents is instilling that I am enough. I am everything everybody else is.
Yeah. Mia actually just said that a couple podcasts ago. That's something she would tell her younger self.
Yeah, and it's just important.
Yeah, it is.
Very cool. Cool. Okay. So what has the pandemic taught you? What have you learned in these last 19 months?
19 months.
Tell me, so something I already knew, but it's always good to be reminded, and that is God will provide. Like, who would have thought back in, Johnny, when we were back in high school, 95 to 99, that weed would be legal, I would be selling it, and it would be an essential business.
It wasn't even on the docket.
It wasn't even on the docket. So, for me to be in the pandemic, and then the one business I choose to go into that's like totally not me becomes essential.
Yeah.
That taught me God, like, He knows. Trust Him even more. Just trust that He knows what you need. By me being here in Illinois in the pandemic, I've been gone, for 3.5 years in Oregon. During that time, my nephew was born, my niece was born, and another nephew was born. I got to get reconnected with my family. I got to rest.
That's big. That's big.
Yeah, I think all of us.
I got to just recalibrate. So the pandemic taught me that you don't always have to. It's okay to slow down. That's what you need sometimes. You ought to do that. And God will take care of you. It doesn't always have to be the hustle. It doesn't always have to be the grind. When you are faced with an opportunity to rest, take it.
Honey, we need that on a billboard. Yes. I'm trying.
Yes, you rest.
Yes.
Like, take a rest sometimes. And value the things that you value.
I got you.
Give attention to those things.
I got you.
Pay attention to yourself too.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I've learned that there is no such thing as normal. If you're waiting for normal to come, you're gonna be waiting a long time. So you better learn how to adapt and and have a plan and move forward, because it's never going to be the same again, regardless.
No, it will never be the same
Never.
again. Matter of fact, I'm looking to do another Legit Trapping event, and I have 2 versions: the in person and the virtual.
Right. And
just in case
where we're gonna be
it flips.
Yeah,
we can keep it moving.
That's right.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that pretty much wraps up the serious stuff. Kind of wanted to get into your music wise. I wanted to know if you could have a personal concert, who would be the 3 artists you would have?
Ooh.
Dead or alive?
Your choice.
Let's go. Yeah.
Call it.
All right. Stevie Wonder.
I know, it's tough. That's tough.
Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
No, Aerosmith.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder, Aerosmith, and Prince.
Okay.
That's a concert.
Okay.
That is a concert, honey.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler by himself.
Okay.
Yes, Steven, yes.
Big mouth Steven.
What has been the dopest concert you've been to?
It had to be the Outkast 20 reunion.
Oh, wow.
That's not the one they had down in Centennial Park, was it?
No, so I actually missed that one. But they went on tour that year, and I caught them in Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the one where they had Lil Wayne. He was there. And Goody Mob. Yeah, I missed that one.
Okay. All right. And as an insider, you don't have to answer this, but will we ever get another Outkast album?
I honestly don't know.
Oh man.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
we are crawling on the ground for it.
That's like my almost like the soundtrack of my youth. So
it is a sound. It was. You know what? Start a petition. Maybe peer pressure will work. Maybe it's peer pressure.
I think they hear us.
Yeah,
they know.
Because ain't nothing better than a Friday morning playing So Fresh So Clean.
Man, tell it.
Yeah. We'll just be hopeful. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for us. Mia, do you have any questions?
I didn't. I'm just taking it in. I think she's an awesome inspiration, not just to Black women, but women, Black people, my babies. I can say, hey, she did it. Look, Jai. Look, let's look at her. She's Black history right now. So I'm just gonna, just continue to be a supporter and go. Just say, go girl from way down here in Ackworth, Georgia. I'm gonna watch you and follow you and root you on, girl.
Yeah. Hey, Portia, Mia was a cheerleader. She was one of the mean ones, though.
I was not mean.
She was one of the mean cheer captains.
Oh my gosh, I was not. I had big glasses on. I was a nerdy cheerleader. So I was like the corny one who everybody didn't like because I would make them work. I was not mean. That's terrible.
She was not mean. She just means business.
I know. I had to get my squad together, and we got first place competition that year, so it worked.
See, that's all that. She had to make them pull it together.
That's right.
My
See,
God.
I was not mean girl. I was never a mean girl.
Oh yeah, ma'am. If you would go ahead and drop your website address where they can look for your clothes, the clothing line Legit Trapping.
Okay, so the website that's currently up is www.legittrapping, LEG as in girl, I, T as in Tom, T as in Tom, RAPPIN .big, BIG, cartel, CARTEL.com. Now that if you go to just like Legit Trapping, I'm working on that site. So you can get some of the items there, but you can get all of the items at the Big Cartel. Okay. You can also go to Instagram, and it is Legit Trapping _merch.
Okay.
And then on Facebook, it's Legit Trapping. And then also, if you follow me, like all of my things link back to that. And I am Portia Mittons on everything, on every platform. PortiaMittons. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, TikTok. I'm Portia Mittons on all of them.
There you go.
What's the weirdest pronunciation you had somebody call you?
Porta.
I was gonna say Portia.
Portia.
Portia is a very common one. And I'm just like, y'all can say portion. It's the difference. People be like, how does that spell portion? The same way ratio and portion and all the other TION words. Concentration.
Yes. TION. Portion.
Clearly y'all don't read. Yes. Shakespeare.
Not at all.
Not at all.
She's a character. Yes. Wow.
Okay. Well, yeah, we truly appreciate you, lady. Like I said, this is awesome, and I do appreciate your time. I'm going to go ahead and start editing this, and then I will send it to you for final approval.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Yes.
we try. Once we get a bigger budget, it'll be better. I'm gonna add music and introduce you and all stuff like that. But right now we still broke.
Grassroots. We grassroots. That's what it is. That's what's called.
Work with what you got.
That's right.
When I started my dispensary, I had 5 strains in the whole store. Like, that was it.
Hey. Man, gotta have a dream. Gotta have a dream. Gotta build on something.
You start somewhere. Start with what you got.
Yeah. But we do appreciate you.
Hold it down.
Likewise.
Girl.
Okay. Well, I will be in touch with you. And again, thank you so much, lady.
All right. Take
care.
care.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's just what I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Yes. And I'm gonna talk my shit. And I'm gonna talk my shit. And I'm gonna talk my shit. Continue to talk your shit. Let's go. The next step in the evolution of JP. Diversify my portfolio by landing K3. Invest in my people. Just watch how they grow. Given an opportunity, only God knows the possibilities. I put